Hey y'all, I'm gonna make some chicken marsala. I've got some chicken breasts that I've sliced in half and pounded out a little bit, sitting in some chicken broth so it wouldn't go dry. This is a dredge and I've got 2 cups of flour in here with 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, and 1 teaspoon of pepper, and 2 teaspoons of salt. So I've already put my first batch in. I've got equal parts of olive oil and butter in here. I flipped this one too soon, so I usually don't do that, but I was nervous because I was recording. Over here, I'm gonna serve it with mashed potatoes. I've got about 2.5 pounds of russet potatoes in here, and I put them in some cold water, brought it up to a boil. The water was salted. To it, I'm gonna add, this is a family secret, I'm gonna add carnation evaporated milk and some roasted garlic and butter. And I'm also gonna add sour cream because this is kind of sweet and this is kind of sweet. You need something to, offset that. So I'm gonna add some sour cream. So this is going, once these get cooked off, we're gonna add the mushrooms, shallots, garlic, minced garlic, parsley, thyme, and of course we've got our Marsala wine and chicken broth. So when I get to the next step, I'll continue. Okay. I'm gonna get started on the potatoes. I drained them. I'm putting them back into the hot pan. And I'm going to add a stick and a half of butter that I have left out, and I've let it come to room temperature because I don't want to put cold butter onto hot potatoes, and I don't want to have to heat up the potatoes and all that jazz. I'm going to squeeze in a little bit of the roasted garlic that I made. Oh, I love it when that happens. Okay. Yeah, this is why you need 2 hands. That's good, actually. That's good. Now, a little bit of my mom's secret, carnation. Or was it pet milk? I gotta ask Mary Jo. I bet Mary Jo knows. I'm gonna smash, and once I get it going, by the way, if you're making mashed potatoes at home and you're using these pans that have the silicone, why can't I think? Non-stick, thank you, non-stick. Don't use these things. Where are they? Don't use that. Use the right tool for the job. You don't want to ruin your pans. So, whoops, camera. This is why people usually have someone recording them. Let's add salt and pepper. That should be good. Not too much salt because I put some in while they were boiling. Okay, I gotta get this one out. Oh, that looks good. Okay. Haha. See, this is what happens. All right. And by the way, this has nothing to do with it. But that's a generous pour. Okay. So, mash away. And by the way, I've used hand beaters before when I make mashed potatoes. And on these cooking shows, they'll tell you, I didn't touch the side, by the way, just want to taste them. They'll tell you, they'll come out too gummy. Poppycock and balderdash. Okay. There. Sour cream. All right. I'm gonna stop this because I gotta attend to this. Okay, I've got the portobello mushrooms going in here with the shallots, and I just added the garlic. The baby bellas I cut in fourths. If it was a small one, then I just cut it in half because I don't want them to just disappear into the sauce. I want to see them in there. And then mashed potatoes are done. I ended up adding more butter, so I'm not gonna lie, it was about 2.5 sticks of butter to about 2.5, maybe 3 pounds of potatoes. So they're very Frenchy, and I added about half of that can of evaporated milk, roasted garlic, salt, pepper, and when I make mashed potatoes at home for other dishes, I usually add sharp cheddar cheese. But of course I'm not gonna do that for this dish. But it still needed something. Oh, and the sour cream. I added 1/4 cup of sour cream. So it still needed something, so I went and added some Parmesan in here. So let's see. That was it. That's what it needed. Okay, so this is going away. I'm gonna get these roasted down a little bit more. They actually got too watery. I made the mistake of adding salt, and you're not supposed to because they sweat. So I'm gonna reduce this a little bit, let them get brown, and then I'm gonna add the Marsala, cook it down a little bit, and then add the chicken broth. We'll be back. Okay, so I just put a teaspoonful of this flour here, the dredge, into there because it just needs it to thicken. So now I'm going to add the Marsala. Need to crank up the heat just a little bit. I'm gonna let this reduce just a little bit, and then I'm gonna add the chicken stock. And by the way, I don't want anybody giving me a hard time about drinking Cabernet when I'm making white meat. There are all kinds of new rules about wine, and one of the new rules is I don't care. So when I add the chicken stock, I'm gonna add parsley and thyme. I usually prep over here, but I wanted, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to operate the phone. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, I added about 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme and about 1/4 cup of parsley. Now I'm starting to put the chicken in, and we're gonna let that simmer away. It's kind of high right now, but I'll reduce that. And it's gonna finish cooking in this sauce. Ooh, it's hot. Okay, let me maneuver it all into place. Yeah, these needed to cook more. Okay. These should have gotten toastier. This one, perfect. Hey, it's hard to cook and hold the camera at the same time. And by the way, my fork is not touching the sides. I'm just getting them into place. And now I can use the tongs. Okay. Sorry, camera, sorry. So I'm gonna let this cook away for about, I'm gonna say 10 minutes. It's gonna reduce and it's gonna keep getting thick. Not gonna lie, it's been hard trying to cook and hold a camera at the same time. So I'm gonna just put that like off a little bit and not cover it completely, just, you know, like that. We'll be back.
So how much cheese you like, ma'am?
Ma'am, would you like some Parmesan on that?
I'll tell you when.
Okay. That good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
So my daughter Kim, who just woke up and told me if I shoot her face, she'll shoot me, is gonna taste it. Do you like it?
It's delicious.
Aw, I love you.
I love you more.
So I served it over the mashed potatoes, which I didn't make country style. I made them a little thinner, more on the French side. And she put Parmesan on top. She's gonna have it with some garlic bread. Now, those of you that might be saying, where's the vegetable? Hey, I put parsley in there. And fresh thyme.
I won't be eating the toast, but...
And garlic is a vegetable. There was about 4 cloves of garlic in that. So, all right.
Eat your hearts out.
Kim likes it. Mama's happy. Bye.